Hey everybody, it's Cousin Shannon from Iowa. I'm getting ready to make salsa verde to make a chicken enchilada dish that my son likes with sour cream and salsa verde. I'm gonna show you how I do it. First of all, I'm gonna take tomatillos. If you haven't seen them before, they're like little green tomatoes almost. You gotta take the wrapper off and then I'm gonna rinse them and then I'll show you what to do next. I peeled all of the tomatillos. I rinsed them off to clean the whatever gunk might have been on them. Took some jalapenos and I cleaned out a little bit of the seed and the inside so it's not too spicy for everybody. And then I cut all the tomatoes in half and put them down on a baking sheet. And what I'm gonna do is bake them at about 375 for about 15 minutes. If there's not a good char on there in the 15 minutes, I'm gonna put the broiler on to get some good char on there because you want that charred flavor for the roasting. So we're gonna get these in the oven and then I'll show you what to do after that. All right, we're gonna check on those tomatillos. Got them out. They've been baking about 15 minutes. I don't see a lot of char on here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it back in the oven and do it on broil for about 3 to 4 minutes. We'll see how it looks after that. All right, let's check on those tomatillos again. Oh, now this is perfect. See how it's got all this nice char in here? That's a lot of flavor there. So what we're gonna do is throw it into the blender and blend it up, and I'll be right back to show you how to do that. So let's see if I can do this without dumping it all over myself. To that, I'm going to add about a juice from a lime and a half, 1.5 lime. We might go ahead and do 2. I'm also going to add about 3 cloves of garlic to this and some cilantro. I went this morning to the farmer's market and that's where I got my tomatillos and my jalapenos. It's the best place to go get your veggies if you've got one close by. I did cheat on the cilantro. I grew some cilantro in the garden, but I let it go to seed, so it's all done. You're going to want to blend this up as much as you'd like to blend it, and this is what it should look like when it's done. I'm also going to add some Mexican seasonings to this. I have my own Southwest seasoning that I've made up. I have a video out there of that, but that's all there is to making salsa verde. I'm going to let this cool off while I get ready to start the chicken enchiladas, so I'll show you how to do that next. All right, we've got the salsa verde cooling off, and I've got some veggies in a pan and I'm going to saute them up and get them softened. Once they get softened up, I'm going to add some rotisserie chicken, a great hack. Walmart sells chicken fajita flavored. I still add some more Southwest seasoning that I've made up, so I'm going to add a little seasoning to that. I'm going to get these veggies softened up and then I'll come back and show you the next step. All right, I've softened up the veggies. I've got the chicken in there stirred in. I did add a little bit of water. That's one trick to the rotisserie because it kind of comes out a little dry if you don't add a little bit of water. Then I'm going to add some of my Southwest seasoning that I've made up. And all you're doing really is heating the chicken through because it's already cooked when you get the rotisserie chicken, of course. So you don't have to cook it. So that's a big time saver. And like I said, it's still really good. It's actually chicken. So you do have to chop it up a little more out of the package because it is, some of it is in really big chunks. And then to this, one of my other secrets to this one is I add some cream cheese. Just gives it a little bit extra something there. You could also put some Monterey Jack in here or something like that. That would be really good. And we're going to stir this up really good, and we're going to start rolling up our tortillas. Stir this up really good, and then start stuffing our enchiladas and get them in the pan. I did put a little spray on the cooking pan so they don't stick. Making that salsa verde, I had enough for 2 cups for the sauce, plus I had about this much extra that I put in this jar that I've saved back from some other salsa. Make sure to get the cream cheese incorporated everywhere so nobody gets just a big chunk of cream cheese in their enchilada. Not that that would be a bad thing. We're going to turn that down. I'm going to set the oven to 350. And then to the salsa verde, I'm going to add a 16-ounce container of sour cream. One, it tones down the heat a little bit in the salsa verde, and also it makes a really good creamy sauce for the top. Just mix that up really good. Want a sauce, you might not need all 16 ounces of the sour cream. That is so good. I think that's good enough. I used almost all 16 ounces. Then we use low carb, at least low carb. Sometimes we go no carb when I get them. We're trying to watch our carbs a little bit. These are just carb balanced, so they have 2 carbs, net carbs per tortilla. You can use whatever you like, corn or whatever. We like to use flour with chicken. I like to use corn with ground beef. It's just my personal preference. You can do whatever you like. And all you do is slap your chicken on there. Roll it up. Slide it in the pan. Oh, I am going to put a little bit of the sauce on the bottom of the pan. Not a lot, just enough to get some sauce on there. Move that over. Always forget something. It wouldn't be cooking if it wasn't fun like that. All right. I'm just going to continue to roll these up, and then I'll be back with the next step. So I've got them all rolled up. I've got the salsa verde sauce on top. So I've got some Monterey Jack cheese that I'm going to top it with. If I was making beef enchiladas, I'd probably use cheddar cheese. But with the chicken, I like the Monterey Jack. I'm going to put a little more than 8 ounces on there because you like cheese. Probably about 12 ounces. Then I'm going to stick them in the oven at 350 and let them bake about 25 minutes, and then we'll come back. All right, this has been cooking for 25 minutes. I just pulled it out of the oven. Doesn't that look yummy? I'm gonna plate some of this up and show you what it looks like finished. There you go. We top ours with a little sour cream and a little cilantro, and there you have our chicken enchiladas. This is our green version. It must have been me and Tim had a like mind and did a little chicken enchilada series, but this is my last one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.